Well, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day I start to trap these guys. So stay tuned. Just at my mom's and we'll trap those out because it's now into October and hopefully I can get a bunch. And these guys will stay, the big ones will stay in for another couple weeks yet, but the little ones have to come inside. So I'll show you how I do it. Well, as I said, I trap my fish, and you can see here, I actually use minnow traps. And what this happens is the fish will swim through the hole here, and then can't get out, can't find its way out. Now, it's important that you don't put bread or anything else in there, because that'll actually bloat your fish and could potentially kill them. It's the last thing you want. So what I'll do is, to entice them, I'll put actual fish food in. So what I'll do is take a little smidgen of fish food, and I'll put both types because they'll break down and the smell will attract the fish and get them to come inside. Now I'm going back to my arts and crafts days in public school where, you know, I tried not to eat the glue and tried to draw within the lines. So I'll do my best to get these through without, oh, already I'm going to break something, of course. Trying to do this live. It's not as easy as it appears. But thankfully I have my great camera operator, being my wife Sandra, helping me today. That is a great help. So I'm not kicking the bucket, so to speak, again. And the giggling is not from me, that is my wife. So what I'll do is I'll actually take this and I'll tie it to the trap. And why I'm tying it is so it'll float and not go to the top and then get picked at. So this will force them to come actually inside to investigate what that great smell is. Sometimes I wish I had smaller hands. Be easier to do this. Okay, so I'm going to do all three traps. I'll set a couple of these bags in each one. And we'll set the trap. And hopefully by tomorrow morning I'll have a whole bunch of baby shabumpkins. So all the traps are all set. You can see they all have some bait in them. And these traps are made for the small fish. The big fish can't get in it. So this actually works really well if you have a big pond and you want to get all your small fish out. Like, so for those people who have koi ponds or large goldfish ponds, this is probably one of your best methods to get almost all of your fry out and leave your big fish. Now, my mom likes to keep the garden as neat and tidy as possible, and I don't blame her. So when I go to clean out all the fish, obviously I have to move all the plants out. She likes to keep the plants and the fish as long as she can, but as it gets colder, the little fish just can't take the cold. Okay, you see I just set it in. I try to get it as level as possible. And I'll put it in a couple different spots. And hopefully everything will be as level as possible. That way they can't find their way out. So I've got 2 traps there. And I'm going to put one at this end. There's a bit more cover. And the really, really small ones tend to hide out here a little bit more often. So I'll just level this up. And done. So now I just have to stay and wait. So I'll come back later today to see how they're doing. And then I might be able to pull some. If not, I'll come back tomorrow morning and get them. They'll be safe from any predator because they're in a cage and raccoons can't even get to them. Wish me luck.
The fish are already very curious as to what these foreign objects are in the pond. They're hanging around, seeing what it is already.
Well, the traps have been sitting for about 24 hours almost, so about time we go check and see how we made out. Well, this is the first trap.
There's quite a few in there.
Yeah, not bad.
And you get, guys.
Well, this is the second trap. He did all right.
Another good haul of getting the fish.
Yep, and you can see the bait is still in there. So I'll set that aside. You can take a look and see how many we got so far. And let's see how this one did. Oh, this one did pretty good, I think.
Yeah, there's lots in that one too.
You can see some are colored, some aren't. The ones that aren't colored, the odds are it'll stay that color or they may turn orange. They'll get moved on. And I'll go reset these traps and see the food doesn't get eaten that way and I get to use the trap again. Just set up the way it is. And you can see how well they are. That's how many we got in just a period of less than 24 hours. And you can take a quick look in the pond.
It's hard to get
And
the sun shining on.
there's not too many out right now because I've disturbed them a bit. But we'll set the traps again and see what we get for tomorrow. This is what I caught already. So, not bad. And there's some not bad ones in there. So that's after 1 day of trapping. Well, after 3 days of trapping, I think I've got most of them. Already called a few. And I think there's probably still 2 or 3 left. But that's pretty good. You can see how quickly goldfish or koi could potentially overpopulate a pond if not trapped out. And done this way, I didn't have to disturb anything and could leave the shabumpkins in there for another few weeks. Put on a little bit more size before the winter hits and I have to bring them all inside. So you can see there's some really nice ones in here. These guys will be coming inside and you'll get to see them in tanks, well, really shortly. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like and consider subscribing. It's really important to me, and I would really appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Till then, bye for now. Pretty happy with that haul for first cut.